they were dealt damage. So we get full value of this card, and we also discard, which means that we can go for Puppeteer. Nope. Let's go. Alright. We kill this. We get something back. And here we go. Another card discard. Man. Alright guys. We are doing stuff. So we go Bloodghast right now. It dies because it was cast. It goes to the graveyard. We get the free stuff. I play a land. I get free stuff. And now we have 2 creatures. And now what can we get? Alright. Bro, we actually... No way. Friendly Teddy did the lethal. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we'll make one of the craziest decks I've tried so far, and this will be hilarious because we are using the Sibsig Ceremony. I probably said it wrong, but it discounts your creatures by 2 mana, colorless, only colorless, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it, that's important, if you cast it, destroy that creature and create a 2/2 token. So this has some weird interactions. For example, if you use it with indestructible creature like Barbed Servitor, it means that it gets destroyed, but it doesn't get destroyed because it's indestructible, so you just get a free creature on top of this, and it also gets discounted to 2 mana, so this is kinda hilarious. And for example, Gixian Puppeteer enters the battlefield, dies instantly, gives you a 2/2 and gets a 3-drop from your graveyard. And my absolute favorite, Thought-Stalker Warlock. When this enters, this is 1 mana 2/2 that instantly gets reversed into a zombie, so you don't lose the stats, but you still discard the card from your opponent. So you basically get like the full value with the discount. And Bloodghast are also amazing. You play them, they instantly die. That means you are getting the zombie, so you got basically your 2-drop, and then you play the land and the Bloodghast goes back into the board because it wasn't cast right now, it's just the landfall ability. So you basically get both creatures, and you paid only for 1. And of course you get the discount, but not on this card because it's double black, so it doesn't get discounted. You will also see how friendly Teddy can be a terrifying monster, because this card with Ceremony is actually free. You play it, it dies, you get still a 2/2, and both players draw a card. So it doesn't even cost you the card basically, and you can play like the chain of them if you hit right. So this is the idea. And guys, if that wasn't clear enough, all right, don't lather with this, but I will talk more about, you know, how the deck performed and stuff like this in the outro. So this is our today's strategy. It will be wild. I think you will like it. If you like this kind of spicy decks, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel and keeps fueling the, you know, creative decks, so I think you will like it. Let's go to ladder and see how it goes. We are going first, and I mean, we have the friendly Teddy, so what can go wrong? I think we are absolutely favored right now. We need to get into this 4 mana somehow. It will take a while, and this doesn't have haste, right? I mean, we are on our way. Can we go with the Teddy? Go, Teddy. I believe in you. You are friendly, but you have power, alright? Believe in yourself. I'm sure you can just defend us against the red onslaught. Of course, they can mobilize, but unless they kill this, they don't have easy attack. Alright, Helix is actually good. I was scared of the gateway, or whatever the name is, because then they can set up stuff at the same time removing a creature. But I guess they would deal 1 damage before attacking, so not the worst. Alright, let's go, Teddy! I told you, I believe in the bear. So now we will both get some extra cards, but we get a creature and then they do not. And now we can get Puppeteer to get the stuff from the graveyard as well. So we are getting somewhere, and we can start removing creatures. However, our opponent gets a huge burst of cards, and by huge burst I mean 2 extra compared to the last turn. This one is nice, but it doesn't have haste. This is fine. As long as they trade, they're not doing as much. And we'll probably kill one of those with Bauble. Alright guys, we are doing stuff. So we go Bloodghast right now. It dies because it was cast. It goes to the graveyard, we get the free stuff. I play a land, I get free stuff. And now we have 2 creatures. And now what can we get? I'm not sure if I want more teddy bears, to be honest. I know, those words hurt, but do we really want to go for it? I can get 2 creatures, man, that's not bad. That is actually not bad. Okay, I'm greedy, I'm going for it. It's not the best, you know, we could get a 3-drop with this, but I think it's already worth it. I think we are getting decent value? Yeah, I always miss the second token because they are so stacked and I'm like, did I get the creature? And the answer is yes, you got it. Caretaker's Talent. Alright, so they will draw... Man, this is crazy because the only decks that are trying to go for value and control are like aggro decks with a control twist, using like either, you know, counter spells or something like this. I still will probably try to go for it. Like, I will try to double block this. Let's see what happens. Alright, nothing happened. At least so far. Alright, I'm happy. We are doing stuff here. What can I get? I could go for Slasher. That's not a bad play. But I think we just go for... Maybe they will block. But if they block, I'm losing the Bloodghast. So let's go for this. We'll try to keep the board in check so they don't get free cards and free stuff. Now we attack. That's a lot of damage, man. Okay. And because Servitor is invincible, indestructible, we get a free token and we still get this creature, which is super sweet. And we keep this to get rid of the block. Guys, we are cooking here. Oh, I want to win this so much. It's going so great. And please don't make it go worse. Alright, what are you? Jeskai. So they can make a token. Alright. Guys, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. How much damage are we dealing with? We can Beseech the Mirror, or if they block, I can just stab or bubble them, which seems better, honestly. Let's go. Go, my minions. Barbed Servitor card I had my eye on since it was printed and I never could find a way to get it. Oh, they are not blocked. That's smart. I have to admit, this is a very good decision by them. Okay, land is okay, in all honesty. I don't think we need to play around Bloodghast. So I think we'll Beseech the Mirror. We will bargain. What do we bargain? This actually can be sacrificed, so don't get it twisted. We go for the bubble. It's enough. I still will keep Ceremony, because it might be really nice. We could go for a lot of things, but I think their only chance of ever recovering is probably getting this. They are fully tapped right now, which means nowhere to run will be enough. And it leaves permanent, which is better for future bear games. And go for the Throat Steal. Oh my god, this is legendary artifact creature. I literally wanted to go for the Throat. Oh man, that would be absolutely devastating. And they have one turn. Of course, they are doing cards. They have lifelink, something we need to be careful of. They definitely have this new Boros thing that pumps the creature or makes result reinforcements. Impact term, that's fine, this doesn't do anything. This enchantment, this is important. This enchantment deals 1 damage. It's not a creature, so they don't get the lifelink. I'm kinda curious if we should kill this. We have what? 8, 10, 11 damage. It should not matter. Alright? If they don't pump it, I'm taking the damage, because they still need to play blockers, and we can kill those blockers. Oh, you want to go into the end step, don't you? Don't you like those end steps with 3 creatures? Nope, denied, dead. Oh man, this is good. And now they have 1 mana and we can kill every 1 drop of bubble. That's fine, that's fine. They are fighting, not gonna lie, but the bubble is here. They are dead, and we have Bloodghast with haste, and this is how we win against Boros with our cool Ceremony deck. There was mono red, so no. So let's see. We have only 1 creature, but Ceremony can be interesting, especially that they might be playing Get Lost. So this is a control deck that tries to survive mono red onslaught, so probably 90% of their deck is removal, and there's like 2 cards that are a win con, which is really nice for us. We can try to get some value from this. And we can use Lair to fuel Beseech the Mirror at some point. Fountain Port, that's some decent value. Alright. Listen, let's go. Let's go. Go Servitor, I believe in you. Please don't get exiled. We will get 2 creatures. And I actually cannot kill it myself. I can sacrifice it, but at sorcery speed. So if there's Sunfall, I cannot prevent it. But we are playing around it. They definitely play Sunfall and Lockdown. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go to 1 of them on the next turn. I think this will be a draw into a sweeper. Oh, sorry, Lockdown doesn't hit Servitor. Like, the stats are definitely like something you don't expect from a 4-drop. So they need to hit a Sunfall here. No normal, like, cheap anti-aggro sweepers won't do it. Alright, they're trying to find cards, that's a good sign. We are a weird deck, so this card, they don't know that this card doesn't hit us super hard. It actually does hit us a little bit. So this is more sign of them really wanting to try to hit a card, instead of them thinking that this card is bad for the matchup. Right Send? Please don't right send me, bro. Don't. I know you won't, but you know that it's a bad thing to do. Alright? You see this first time in Standard, don't make it awkward. Removal definitely not what we wanted. So I think at this point we might Beseech the Mirror. But I'm not sure what do we Beseech. Probably a land in all honesty. This is why we have this, by the way. I know I have another ceremony, but I'm keeping it for like Get Lost or something. This is not legendary, so if they didn't have a land, there is an argument to go for it. You know? Bloodghast can actually dodge a sweeper, but you need instant removal and we have only one man. I'm going for it. If we can punish them for not having exile, also some decks play Day of Judgment. And I mean, this is a better and better board. We are starting to deal damage. I need one more hit with this. If I can draw 2 extra cards, we should be set. However, they might get up to 3 new cards because they can also scry at the upkeep. So this will be scary. No, don't touch my stuff. Guys, I think they are touching my stuff and I don't like it. Alright, let's see. They really want... They have one card they have in mind. It's not Day of Judgment. Alright, that's something. I can now use Nowhere to Run to kill this. This is actually meaningful. Let's go, my Servitor. You are barbed, you draw cards, and we need to win the whole game out of this. I'm definitely overdrawing removal, like I have most of the removal of the whole deck, you know. Do we need the Lair? I think I will keep it. Oh no, we can literally play the thing. This is so good. Look at this, we are making Bloodghast, we make a creature, and then we get the Bloodghast again. We're also fueling future bear gains, and we can use removal to protect our creatures, so, you know, they don't get exiled. I will probably go for the blood. I will try to win the game of this, because I think Servitor has like limited time. It will stop working soon, so we need to get into the big stuff. This is hard, but as you can see, Indestructible really helps. They need specific answers. However, Right Send definitely works perfectly here. They have 4 probably. Like, this type of deck is basically like huge pile of removal and basically nothing else. And like, you know, 4 cards to do something else. Ketramos, alright, I can kill this. But we need time. But I can kill this, is super important. And Nowhere to Run and Grim Bauble is actually very interesting removal, because it does things like this. Contrary to the rest of the cards. Okay, this is good, we can get good value from this. I think there is no reason to sequence it in any way, except of course killing Ketramos. Let's go. Let's go! Oh, this is good, Every time we draw a card with Servitor, we are getting ahead. Puppeteer not needed. They might Right's End, but I had to use it. Like, I had to use the minus, because I literally had to kill Indestructible creature. You know? Please don't. I really like this card. I want to live my life to the fullest with Barbed Servitor forever. Alright. Another card, a land. Probably something we'll keep. I don't have a play with this. You know what? I think we keep the stuff. We are putting a lot of pressure. They can make a fish, but we can kill fish at the end step. And don't forget they're losing life. I could kill it to prevent the Cardo, but then I cannot save my Bloodghast, which could be the way I'm winning this game. It's still a long way. They are at 16 somehow. Somehow they are like, bro, barely damaged. But we'll try. I've noticed that a lot of decks don't play Sunfall anymore. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I'm not prepared for another Ketramos, and I probably won't draw enough cards. So this will be a problem. They have 4 mana here, but they will probably use something else. Well, they will draw a card. Not much we can do about it. They're losing life, but it's not the biggest deal. As long as they get cards, it's good deal for them. So we are entering the danger zone. Tome. Well, they will have a ton of value soon. Okay. We don't have one draw that kills this, that's the problem. But at least this one has mana, so we can attack through Ketramos. The problem is that they will draw so many cards. Let's kill this one. Can you stop being indestructible for just a moment, please? Oh, this is nice. Oh my god, this is actually insane draw. We can batter their whole hand. Okay, guys. First, you know the drill. Full swing. They cannot block. I literally forgot it cannot block. I became a mono-red player now. I'm not reading the card, and it makes it worse because I play this card and I still don't know how it works. Alright, first we go for the Warlock. They were dealt damage. So we get full value of this card and we also discard, which means that we can go for Puppeteer. Oh, you want this? You really want this, huh? Nope. Nope. Let's go. Alright. We kill this. We get something back. And here we go. Another card discard. Man, this is working nicely. However, they can try to top deck something to exile and they can keep going. All of those lands do not exile anything. They can draw a card with Tome and draw naturally, and that's it. We'll probably keep go for the... I think I can play one land, because why not? Yeah, we can surveil at dance. This is actually a huge difference. Guys, this is close. They are drawing the last card. This is probably not what they wanted. This will decide the game. This is the most important turn. We actually have close to lethal on the next turn. And after they are below 10, okay. It hurts my soul, but it's not the end of the world, you know? Oh, they exiled. This is actually a really good draw for them. Yeah, this exile, so they draw another card, but they're not blocking with Ketramos, which will be the biggest problem. Like, our board is not super powerful, so the 8 damage a turn is huge, and unfortunately they can play it at instant speed if they have seasoned or, you know, and assist. So I think we might be in some serious trouble. I mean, it kinda works. No land permanent, so we need to sacrifice this. Oh man, this is getting rough. Friendly Teddy draws them cards. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I want this. Like, I actually think we cannot take it. Like, not against this deck, not in this situation. We are fighting for value here, for the last scraps of value. Okay. This might be the first step, but it's only the first step. Man, this will be so hard. With Tome, it's so hard to... I think we missed the game. I think this is where we whiffed. This draw of the end actually saved them, because they okay, both with pest control, both draws were really good. I'm not sure what we can do, guys. I'm not sure what we can do. Go for the Throatus for Restless Forces. Yeah, I think we whiffed. They actually need to not activate Ketramos, and I don't believe it's possible. Like, they have too many cards like this, so probably this will start life gaining, and without card draw from Servitor, we actually probably won't get there. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, and they exile cards. No, not like this. There's nothing we can do here. And they can start attacking. I tell you, like, we could handle a lot, but his draws honestly were really good. Like, first Ketramos is something we should not answer, but we managed to answer it. But second Ketramos into, like, you know, exile with the end and pest control to get rid of the whole board, this was a little bit too much. To be fair, they have most of the decks with this kind of stuff, but I really needed them to whiff at some point at least. So they have seen the stuff because they are, you know, looking at the hand and stuff. So this will be very, very hard right now. I cannot really kill this even. And the tomes are like the last piece. Look how many more cards. Well, how did I draw so many cards, man? I don't know. I should not. Okay, this definitely gives me an idea who will win this game. Oh, what, guys? I think this is a pretty nice opening. We'll try to start quickly, and we probably need to draw one land so we can go into our 3-drops, and that should be really nice. We're playing, guess what, against a red deck with red 1-drops, so that's a shocker, I know. And we'll try to go into Stalker or Sloth. I'm not yet fully decided, because Bloodghast is pretty decent at enabling this. Nobody wants to block this creature because they know that it's basically free. So nobody really wants to ever block this. Of course, if they go for removal on this, I would be absolutely happy, but they probably won't. They can already activate the hero. Honestly, it's as good as it gets for you. And we cannot block. This card has text. Our opponent checked the text. Yeah, they're trying to read this card. You can also see this icon, but they're still taking their time. They know that the text is bro. They actually they read the card and they still didn't go for it. And if they don't block, the only reason to not they actually read the card and they still don't know what it does. And the guy name is Akroma. Akroma is like the angel that was popular when I was playing Paper Magic, alright? And I expected more, my friend. I expected more. So what do we do here? We can try to kill this and set up the Lair before this grows and goes for a crazy double strike. But I honestly think we'll just go Slasher, because we'll keep dealing damage. Man, this is mind-boggling. Like, you can see they read the card. This creature can't block, and they're like, oh my god, I don't know what it does. It's so much text. It's 2-1. 2-1 blocks this. Alright, I better not attack. that's the thought process, alright? So I kinda expected this might be the thing. Of course, you cannot block. It's a red creature. 1-drop just smorks every 2, 3, 4-drop. It's fine. And unfortunately, they have another one. So even if we kill this, they still get ahead. So how can I deal with this? Because right now they will probably kill us on the next turn. I think we have to swing here and see what happens. Because we need this slasher damage to have any chance of racing them. I will try to kill one of the mouse. Our opponent doesn't really know how the cards work, so this is our huge advantage. And what can we do? I think this is Lair, right? The only reason would be to Beseech the Mirror, and it makes no sense here. We go, of course, for black mana. I could also go for the Warlock, but we can try to hit Monstrous Rage and then block the huge mouse. It's not the worst. You know what? I will try it. I will try it, because then I can remove blocker. And hopefully this is how we get our stuff. Ember Heart. They can use it to draw cards. So Terza is the least impactful. Nemesis is scary if they keep it for block together with Manifold Mouse, because this is a 2-2, so they unfortunately won't attack with this. Challenger will probably attack, right? I think it's Nemesis, because it's very problematic if we want to go for lethal. They're at 7. So if we hit with all the creatures, this will be a lethal. Oh man. However, we might be forced to block with Warlock, so that's a bit of a problem then. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. It's so hard to win against mono-red with like normal non-red creatures, you know? Like right now it feels for me that red creatures are on a different level than all the other creatures. Unless you play Atraxa or Valgavoth, which are 7-9 mana, you cannot compete with those creatures. I will count the damage. If I can survive, I'm not blocking. Okay, very important how they attack. This is already 11, 12, 14 damage. So this is a forced block, but this one cannot attack. They also attack with the only creature. Bro, can you play this deck any worse? Like, this is serious question. I don't mind it, but there is no reason to make this attack, and they literally lost right now. Like, I kid you not, this is literally 7 damage. Because it's odd number, and it's rounded up with Slasher. And you can actually throw a game with best deck of the format against us. And, by the way, remember how they were scared to attack for this 2 damage with the mouse? Well, it feels like it would make a difference. Alright, our opponent is going first. Sure. We have an interesting opening. And because we are on the ranked, we instantly see a red deck. And that's great. I think we should only see red decks. So let's see. This is of course Cory, Izzet, Sleight of Hand, Opt, you know, this kind of stuff. Let's see if they have Cory on turn 2, which is kinda like, this always feels a little bit better when they play it and end the turn and you only get 2 damage on your first turn of the game, but the turn after you regret feeling good about, you know, then dropping Cory. They're already preparing with their slick shots. Well, now we are the friendly Teddy gamer. Here you go, here it is. Like this is how you feel as a control player playing standard, you know? This is exactly how you look like. Of course, you cannot literally block anything, and I cannot do literally anything here, man. This is already probably like 10 damage, and I will be dead on the next turn. I just want to point out we played a 2-drop this game. Here we go. Next turn we are probably dead. So we will use our great situation to set up our really, really cool play. And we will be dead before we even play this. Let's see. Are we already dead? Alright, they went for the value play. And we might get an extra... Okay, the bear... Bro, Friendly Teddy did the most it can do. Like, this was the best Teddy ever. So what can we do here? I don't have a land. So honestly, it feels like Slasher into Puppeteer. I'm not getting full crazy value from this, but I'll take it, you know? Unfortunately, before this recovers, the game will be over, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And we can make another creature, so we can create quite a lot of blockers, but this doesn't have anything yet to get from the graveyard, so first we play Bloodghast. It's also not discounted by the, you know, the cool part. Oh, I got the thing, right? Yep. Alright, Teddy, please, save me. Save me from those fair creatures of magic that keep getting better every expansion. Alright, let's see. Of course, they might just rush it. How do we want to play? I definitely need to block this. This will die, of course. I want to block this because every of our creatures will die instantly. So, just spoiler alert. So what can we do? They probably have Monstrous Rage, which already gives Swift Spear 5/4, so I think honestly we have to go for this guy. In which case, we want to trade here. And that means Friendly Teddy goes here. Because they can choose to not kill this if they don't want to go for the damage on, you know, Skrill Otter thingy. We will probably die anyway. Don't you worry, we are 100% dead. And this is what happens when you try to get not like absolutely steam-packed deck into, you know, this. Alright? This didn't make too much sense. So I need to play this one first. Bloodghast. We are getting the stuff back. Listen, we might die, but we will die while making cool plays. So our opponent sees how it is to actually play a deck of Magic. And now we can go Puppeteer. It will die instantly, which means that we get another creature here and Teddy. Listen, that is a decent board. We created a 10, like 8 in stats. However, of course, everything will get steamrolled from red creatures, probably. Alright. Guys, is there a chance that we can try to kill them? I can kill one of the creatures, but that's it. And don't forget that we have, you know, the swamp. They don't have instants, so there is a chance. You know what? I will swing with everything. Maybe we can try to set up for 2-turn lethal. Like, there might be a small chance. Of course, our opponent trying to not interact with opponent for the whole game. That's fine, that's how we do it. I could go for the Puppeteer, but I'm not drawing cards. I could sacrifice Friendly Teddy, but it's not amazing, I think, in this turn. Sorry bro, I need to think about it. What can we get and what do we need to sacrifice for it? I don't want to give them the card. So I can go Aether Token or the Lair. I don't think Lair will make a huge difference here. Let's go. This is why this is in the deck, by the way. Like, we can get one card. It's a Spell Pierce. The only deck in Standard playing counter spells is an aggro deck. Oh my god. I didn't even play the land. So we need them to not have a pump spell. Is that too much? Wait, they're blocking? Alright, man. We might have another turn. We might have another turn. Alright, guys. Alright. We need to do thing. Full swing. Right? That's how we do it. We cannot leave another turn. We need to kill them on this one. And I'm not sure if we can, but I will do my best. Alright? Bro, we actually, no way. Friendly Teddy did the lethal, and we feel great. Alright, this is more than I ever expected, alright? Have you enjoyed the video? I really hope you do. If you did, consider subscribing for more, and be sure to tell me in the comments and like the video, because if this kind of ideas, you know, is something you guys are excited for, we'll make more, because there are a lot of decks that are not at the power level of Mono Red, like by not many, I mean there's only Mono Red, all of the other decks are weaker, and this is the fun magic I kinda remember. Like, this is the type of synergies you just, you know, get a little bit by little bit, and you get a little bit more creatures, and at some point you overwhelm your opponent because you have 2 for 1, 5 times in a row, and suddenly you have 5 tokens and they have nothing. So this is kinda more in line what I remember when I played in paper, when you have those small interactions and, you know, get a little bit ahead with every play, and it was really fun for me. I absolutely love the idea. If that wasn't clear enough, alright, the deck is absolutely not competitive. I personally think that Ceremony is better used in like either combo decks or like combination with a specific card. I also tried to go for this worm, because when it dies, it creates the token, it goes to the graveyard, and you have this 1 mana black thing that instantly gets it back, but it was so inconsistent I actually removed this, and I feel that this is kinda a little bit better. Of course, also thank you to all of our amazing patrons for supporting the content so we can all have fun decks like this. Really appreciate it, guys, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments. And yeah, we went 3 and 5, so no, honestly way better than I expected, and last 2 games were losses, so I was for a moment at 3-3, and I had hope that maybe we can beat the ladder, but unfortunately the next games were absolute steamroll, so, you know, like, my dreams were shattered, but it was really fun. I enjoyed playing like this, and it reminded me a bit of a Fair Magic when the mouse isn't 4/4 double strike on, like, turn 4, you know, attacking your face, and every creature gets steamrolled. So I really enjoyed, and if you get paired with a, you know, fair deck that tries to remove creatures, stuff like this, you can go for some interesting games. However, most of those cards, this is unfortunately unplayable. This, I think, will work in like combo decks or something like this. This has to be a very specific combination of cards to make the best use of this. Even things like 4/4 Indestructible aren't good enough, in my opinion, to justify this kind of setup. But it was a fun effect, and it really reminded me, you know, the cool Magic combos, and, you know, just trying to get this fun interaction that you fished for during the game. And yeah, this is the, you know, this is the final thoughts. I hope you really, you know, enjoyed this stuff. And by the way, I have to say, Friendly Teddy, I really love you, man, but sometimes I was scared to play this, so maybe this should be removed for something else that gets some value from, you know, dying to Ceremony. I thought it's a cool idea that it's free, but it's also scary because your opponent gets the cards, and usually your opponent has more powerful cards than you, so very often you need to hope that they whiff on something. So Teddy doesn't really play into this game plan. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you like, so you know, you can basically support this type of decks on the channel. I really enjoyed my time with this deck. It was fun. Don't craft it. Hope you had fun. See you guys tomorrow.